this is an interview with Conor. This is Conor. He's never done an American Civil War reenactment before. It's his first time coming. He's mates with my brother, so I've known him for a long time. I'm just going to ask him some questions about how he thought it was, basically. You've never reenacted?
No, it's my first time. It's quite an experience.
So, just for some background, we arrived last night and Conor is kipping in one of the A-frames with Sam. So how was your first night's sleep in a camp?
It was nice. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not. It's you know, it's pretty. Obviously, you know, we're in the camp and everything's meant to be authentic looking and everything. But once you're inside the tent, it's
completely different.
It's completely different, and you know, you don't have to. You know, people aren't going to look in your tent, so you don't have to.
Just for an interest on time zone, it's like 7:05 right now, so it's the evening. Hence why Conor's got a can, and we haven't really got. I don't know if the can's in it or not, but it doesn't matter if it is. And that's why we're not as dressy as we normally would be. It's more of a chill down time.
The public are gone.
Yeah,
so,
public are gone now.
So we don't have to look at the part.
So your first day.
Yes.
You got up early.
I did.
What time was it? Like after 7 in the end you got up, wasn't it?
Yeah, 7, 8 o'clock, yeah, in the end.
And then we had breakfast.
Yeah, which is just standard. You know,
yeah, and then
over fire and everything. It's
Yeah, and then we did colours going up.
Yeah.
And then
learning the drills.
Yeah.
Learning.
How was learning the drills? Because Dad is our first sergeant. He was in a clip earlier, so it might be on this video, it might not be. Any videos which aren't linked are in the thingy, are in the description box below, so you can see them. But he's quite quick when he talks, our sergeant. So when I was sat down there earlier videoing them doing their drill, I thought, I don't know if Conor's going to get any of this or not. But did you find that all right?
Yeah, it helped that I had people around me that were helping me as well, just telling me like, oh, you need to do that, and you know, learning all the different commands and trying to keep in time on the marches.
Yeah.
You know, it took a bit of getting used to, but you know, I think by the end of the day, I had the march pretty much covered, and the commands pretty much covered, and I felt like I felt more like I was a part of it rather than
someone
a
learning.
newbie.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And then you did your first battle today. We'd had a first skirmish up by the church, and
Yes.
you were colour bearer.
I was.
How did you find carrying the colours? For inside information, the colours are the flags that we present. We call them colour, and Conor was a colour bearer today. How was that?
It was nice. It was good. You know, I'm glad that I didn't have to get really involved in my first day, because I was scared to actually do it. So I'm glad that I was able to just see what actually happened, because you know, even like seeing this is my first time ever doing this, but I've never actually seen any of the demonstrations, skirmishes or anything, though, as a spectator. So I had no idea what was going to happen, and so it was a bit of a surprise when, you know, I'm just knelt down behind a wall and there's explosions going off and guns being fired. So yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, but you know, it did feel quite real.
Yeah.
As an experience, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Guns
feel,
firing by your shoulder.
It doesn't feel like it's fake, like it's a reenactment.
Yeah.
You feel
like you're a part of it.
Yeah.
You're a part of the furniture. You're a part of doing the reenactment. And although it doesn't feel like one, you've got people firing guns over your shoulders, and you're like, oh, there's actual gunfire. Like it's real.
People firing guns in front of me. There's a massive cannon going off.
Yeah.
There's the ground's being exploded up, and there's dirt going over you.
Dirt hit me today.
Did it?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
You were in the wrong place.
Yeah, I was in the wrong place. Let's talk a bit about your kit.
Yes.
Of course, we have invited you as a guest, so you're guesting this weekend. And we do have registration fees we pay for our events, and we have a guest fee as well. So someone guests for the weekend with us, and they're not yet a member, they will pay a fee to stay the weekend. It's not very much, it's only £10, so not very much whatsoever. So Conor's with us for that weekend. But just give an explanation of, you didn't purchase any kit, correct?
No, it was loaned to me for the weekend, and everything seemed to fit, and you know, I'm wearing most of it now.
Yeah.
And you know, it takes a bit of getting used to. You know, the shoes, the hats, everything, the hat and everything. It's a bit uncomfortable to begin with, but you kind of just break it in, and you know, it just feels feels like clothing. There, it's
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
When you get like, it's been a hot day today.
it's been.
It's been like, it was like 23, 24 degrees at its best.
Yeah.
And you know what, you were in full woolen clothing, so
Yes.
it was very hot. But
For those who can't see, Connor's neck and face is really red.
yeah, I caught the sun quite a bit.
And my nose and I think my scalp is also really red.
Your nose is very
Yeah,
red.
my nose is always red in every video I post. Yeah, as Connor said, all his kit is borrowed from just different people as well. It's not all from just me or from just Sam.
Yeah.
It's from everyone in the
Borrowed
regiment.
shoes from someone that's not borrowed the rest of the clothes.
One of the
from.
majors that I interviewed a couple of hours ago, they're his shoes, I believe, or
Is
an
it?
old pair of his shoes anyway.
Okay.
I think that's where they're from anyway.
They fit all right.
Yeah, exactly. So they feel all right. So that's good then. So you enjoyed the battle.
Yes.
What would you say so far this weekend? Because it's only Saturday evening. Is your best thing that you've enjoyed so far? Your favourite thing that you've enjoyed so far?
I think just learning the drills. I think that was the best thing, because you kind of, it feels so real.
Yeah.
Like, it just like doing all, like there are parts of the weekend where you're just having a bit of downtime and you're sat around a fire in the evening, and that's nice. But you know, when you've got the full realism of everything going on, you're in the full kit and you're learning how to handle the guns and how to march and all the commands, and then you know, being involved in that skirmish, it just really feels real.
Yes, yeah, definitely. What would you say then is your least, if you have one yet? What's your
Is my
least
least?
favourite bit so far this weekend? Do you have a least favourite? I mean, I personally don't. A couple of people have said it's the leaving the end of the camp for the end of the season. It's like one big family, as cringy as it sounds, it is. So I would say also mine is leaving the camp for the weekend, or when it comes to the end of the season, it's like October, obviously, we're at the start of the season here, and you have to say bye to people and say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That's sad that you're not going to see them until March the following year. But this weekend so far, would you have a least favourite thing yet?
I think just
The Portaloos, maybe?
no, I'm used to Portaloos all the
Alright,
time.
fine.
You know, I'm used to them. I think the only thing that I found a bit weird was just like there were so many people that I had to meet, and
Yeah.
it's just like
You have to be a bit more social.
There's lots of people that are very knowledgeable.
Yes.
Have done this all the time. It's a massive tight-knit community. You know, everyone knows everyone, and it's a massive like family, as you said, is going on here. So it's quite difficult just to sort of.
But you fitted in really well, I think.
Oh yeah, well, thank
Everyone knows you already, and everyone's
Yeah.
talking to you, and that's
But
the
yeah,
main thing.
it's a little bit of a just to sort of get used to.
Yeah, get used to
That's
kind
the
of
only thing that
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It's just something that was just a bit more difficult.
yeah, exactly.
But everything's been brilliant.
One more question then.
Go,
Oh, you can have a sip if you want, that's fine. One more thing
go.
is I get asked by not necessarily my friends now, but I did previously, and people who know now, they say, oh, do you get embarrassed dressing up on all these clothes, and do you get embarrassed going on the field? And I can answer for me, so I'm not going to answer before. So my camera's just died as we were just finishing Connor's interview, so this is going to cut in at the end. This is Connor. Again. So the question I was in the middle of asking Connor, as we sort of answered it, as you'll partly see, is do you at any point feel embarrassed or more upset? Hi, Jasmine. That you're in a different uniform to normal everyday clothes?
No, I thought it was fun. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't feel embarrassed at all. Everyone was obviously looking, and you know, especially when you take a moment to actually walk around the other areas, and it's not our living history, and everyone's looking at you in your gear and everything, and everyone does do that. But I didn't feel embarrassed. To be honest.
Just look normal?
To be honest, no. Well, it's not normal.
No,
You know,
it's not normal. No.
You know, it's not normal clothes, but I do like it.
You do like
I
it?
do like it. I feel confident in these clothing.
You feel like you fit in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bit of a culture shock,
Yeah.
but I don't feel embarrassed. I think
Good.
I think that it's just cool that I'm just wearing it.
You're just wearing it?
Yeah.
Just living in it?
Just living it. I basically am, you know.
I am going to ask Connor one more question.
I fell asleep
I
in it
know.
last night.
I'm going to ask you that. So Conor said he might have been cold in his sleeping bag last night, so I did say you sleep in your kit, because I do sometimes as well. So did you sleep in your kit last night? And was it warmer?
It was warmer than it would have been. Like, it's wool. It's made out of wool.
Yeah, it is.
So,
wool,
you know, I turned up and I was in just my normal clothes, and I actually had to get changed into this just to be a bit warmer.
Yeah.
Because everything's made out of wool, so.
Exactly. That's my interview with Conor, Dan. Wanted to get that last bit on the phone. Thank you very much.